Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the euro currency. So in general, market stands at a very important point that could determine the following direction for a few weeks or maybe months, because it's really, I would say, some kind of the critical point for the euro currency, for the dollar index as well. Actually, this is not surprising, just because we talked about this in a weekly report. Those of you who haven't read it, just show you the big pattern that we have. So in fact, I'm speaking about this big head and shoulders pattern, that we have the similar pattern on the dollar index. And market right now stands at the point where theoretically the top of the right arm should be formed. At the same time, this point is important not only for the bears who could trade it directly hand shoulders, but for the bulls as well, because who knows what will happen. As direct action of the hand shoulders, as the failure of this pattern has the equal importance for us, because the failure of the hand shoulders and upward continuation means that we are going back to the 1150 top, and market could go above it. This is first point, why this is actually important, and why the price action around this area might be really tricky. Not even because of the statistics that we have this week. We will have not only CPI on the United States, but we also have the PPI, we have the retail sales, which is also important, and we have some inflation data from the European Union, which is also right now important. If a few weeks ago inflation in the European Union was considered not as important as some other more significant data was on the market. So currently, with this competition between the European Central Bank and the Fed concerning the interest rates, it's once again coming on the first stage. Second reason why this area is very important, we have actually from the technical point of view. If you take a look at the dollar index, and actually on the euro currency we have the same story, we have to consider the weekly chart. And here on the dollar index you can see that market starts flirting with the MACD. So if this week it will close slightly above this area on some background, we could get the bullish grabber. And this bullish grabber will have a very important meaning, just because it is formed on the bottom of the right arm, suggesting the action above the top. So that will be very important. The same story we have on the euro currency, but on retail broker chart, formally we've got this grabber last week, and we have discussed this moment that it's not quite so, just because we do not have it in reality. If you'll take a look at the futures charts. But you understand the importance of the current moment, what's really is going on right now, and what really significant bets right now stands on the table. So we could check, by the way, on the euro currency as well, what's going on here concerning this grabber. Here's the futures for the euro, 1 week. And you can see the same story approximately. So if market will close, here you can see that we haven't got any grabber last week, but this week if it will close below this area, below red line, we will get the same grabber, suggesting strength on the United States dollar. This is how it's important. So on lower time frame, the first glance here we have the got steeple to sell right at the resistance area, profit combination for taking the short position. But we have one tricky moment. I already talked about this. We have uncompleted OP target. On the dollar index, this target already is done. So if we'll take a look at the daily chart, and it even has been done with some deeper reaction. Here's this ABCD, but on the euro currency, it is not quite completed. And although the overall background stands interesting to consider taking the short position, Personally, I wouldn't be too hurry up with taking the short position right now because of the two reasons. First is the OP, second, overall performance right there. So this tight standing, remaining the flag consolidation or pennant, which is potentially bullish. After the strong upward action, market doesn't show any sharp reversal and strong upside downside action. It still stands flat and some consolidation tending to move higher. So I prefer to wait and see what will happen. If you still would like to take the short position in advance, you have to hide your stop above the OP, just to not be occasionally washed out on the market. If the market will complete the OP, start flirting around it to keep your stops out of the possible price range around it. But my personal choice is still to wait. Currently, I do not see any bearish performance. I see untouched and completed major target above the market. Taking into consideration a lot of data that we will get through the week, chances that here we will get some spikes or something is really significant. And then we will see what could happen. Besides, we should not exclude the chances, I said, that hand shoulders could fail and market just could keep going higher. So this also is possible. That makes me still wait and see what will happen. On the lower time frame, you could see that grabber that we have discussed was a bit stronger than on the follow time frame chart because market has shown this drop here below this area. Confidence area has been retested, market shows upward bounce, and this upward bounce is not really strong and fast. That brings some uncertainty once again. So as you can see, overall price performance here and setups that we have are not perfect for trading right now. So level of uncertainty stands really low. That's why you could make some trading decisions, but you should understand that the risk right now stands relatively significant. For example, if you would like to take the long position because you have bullish trend on the daily, on the hourly chart, you have uncompleted OP on the follow time frame chart, and market turns up from the confluence, theoretically you could consider taking long position with the stops below the confluence and with the target around the OP. This is one trade that you could do theoretically, and it will not be a mistake, but as I said, this type of action is well, not really impressive. So it's significant, carries some significant degree of uncertainty, and this choice is up to you. If you decide to do this, theoretically it is possible to do the same story as I said concerning the bearish position. We have daily pattern right and around resistance, so placing stop somewhere above the OP and trying to take short position on some pullback here, hoping that market will turn down. This is also possible to do theoretically, if you do not want to wait, as I said, and see what will happen. So that's in 2 words that we have. My personal, as a bottom line, my personal choice is to wait and see what will happen, based on all the stuff that I have discussed, whatever direction will be. So if we get the OP starting dropping down, that's great. We could consider taking short. If market will break on the, for example, on the CPI numbers and break these hand shorts and they'll keep going higher, we could consider taking the long position. But all this stuff will happen later. Currently, if you would like to, you could consider these stops that I just have discussed, but you have to acknowledge that you are taking, well, you're anticipating the possible results of the statistics, and context here that we have currently for trading is it is not really superb. So it exists, but it is so-so. So that's actually what we have currently on euro currency. Let's keep watching, but potentially by the end of this week we could get really very important patterns in place. So let's see.